Frankincense has often been hailed as the king of oils and has been treasured for centuries for its extensive history and numerous benefits. Sourced from the boswellia tree, from the resin, it thrives in the arid mountainous regions of India, Africa, and the Middle East. This essential oil is produced through a meticulous process. The tree is cut to collect the resin, which is then dried and steam distilled to create the oil. It's been celebrated for its aromatic qualities and spiritual significance for many, many years. Frankincense is regularly mentioned in the Hebrew scriptures in connection with worship. It was even an ingredient of the holy incense that was used at the sanctuary. It's also been used over the centuries in both traditional medicine and as a significant trade item in ancient societies. Certain plants, including frankincense and myrrh, they struggle to grow outside their native environments. This makes them rare and valuable due to the limited cultivation potential. Now, for nearly 5,000 years, the resin of the boswellia tree has been regarded as Arabia's most treasured commodity. The allure of frankincense attracted adventurers from distant lands, and the famed frankincense trail in Oman was visited by renowned explorers such as Marco Polo and Lawrence of Arabia. Historically, frankincense has been highly revered for its numerous beneficial properties. In ancient times, it was valued even more than gold, often owned by only the wealthy and prosperous. Now, while there are over a dozen species of the boswellia tree, commonly referred to as frankincense trees, one stands out as the most esteemed, and that is the Boswellia sacra from Oman. It's known for yielding the highest quality resin reserved for royalty. Historical records suggest that the frankincense that was gifted to Jesus when he was a child was either the highly regarded Boswellia cartier species or the more esteemed Boswellia sacra from Arabia. Now, doTERRA frankincense essential oil stands out amongst the rest due to its purity and uncontaminated nature. Now, although there are numerous species of Boswellia trees, there are only 4 that are capable of producing true frankincense essential oil. doTERRA contains all 4, Cartier, Ferriana, Sacra, and Papyrifera, to create the CPT certified pure tested grade, containing all the benefits from those species. This essential oil is derived from the resinous tiers of trees that have been skillfully scored or bled. And when cared for properly, frankincense trees can provide and continue to produce these tiers for centuries. After an intricate distillation process, the essential oil contains a complex blend of monoterpenes. Included in there are alpha-pinene, limonene, alpha-tugene, beta-pinene, and much, much more. This intricate chemistry contributes to frankincense rejuvenating effect. It's used to support various cell types in the body and promote relaxation and focus in the mind as well. Now we've learned a little bit about the history, let's look at some effective ways we can use it for our mind and body.
Hey there, I'm Julia Senior, your go-to women's neurodivergent hormone health coach. Let's talk a little bit about a bottle of magic that I think every woman should have in her self-care toolkit. Frankincense essential oil. This oil isn't just ancient history, it's a modern day game changer for women's health. Stick with me and I'll share with you 5 amazing benefits that you'll love. One of the key benefits of frankincense is its ability to reduce stress and promote relaxation. Chronic stress can throw off hormone levels, which often impacts our cycles, our energy levels, and our mood. Using frankincense in a diffuser or as part of a mindful routine can help calm your nervous system and lower those stress levels. Frankincense supports balance between estrogen and progesterone, which can help with PMS, irregular cycles, and symptoms of perimenopause. It's like having a hormone whisperer cheering your body back into alignment. It also has amazing anti-inflammatory properties. Hormonal imbalances often come with inflammation, whether that's period cramps, skin flare-ups, hello breakout, or even bloating. Apply diluted frankincense with some carrier oil onto your lower abdomen, or you can mix it with your moisturiser to help soothe those symptoms naturally. Your thyroid is a tiny gland with a really big job. It regulates energy, metabolism, even mood. Frankincense can support thyroid health by reducing inflammation and promoting cellular repair. Simply dilute it with some carrier oil and apply it to your neck daily to show your thyroid some love. Good sleep is the foundation of hormonal health, and frankincense can help you get there. Diffuse it before bed, or rub diluted oil onto your wrists or the soles of your feet, and it's like a warm hug that lulls you into a peaceful night's rest. So there you have it. 5 powerful ways frankincense supports women's health: stress relief, hormonal balance, thyroid support, pain and inflammation management, and better sleep. Remember though, not all oils are created equal. Always choose 100% pure therapeutic grade frankincense and always dilute it properly before applying it to your skin. I'd love to hear how you'll be using frankincense in your routine. But until next time, take care and stay balanced.
From energy to molecules in motion, everything has a frequency. That includes you and I as humans, and also essential oils. In this case, we're talking about frankincense. So as human beings, we have a frequency between 62 to 72 megahertz. Frankincense has a frequency of 147 megahertz. So how can we use frankincense in our everyday life to help us raise that frequency even more? So we could get a journal, and I'm sure many use a gratitude journal. So every day we could write 3 things that we're grateful for. And as we're doing that, we could have frankincense across our forehead, we could have it on our temples, we could have it on the back of our necks, doing our inhalation, our deep breathing. We might even have some in a glass of water, and we've got our diffuser going on with some frankincense too. So we've been immersed in this, as well as our positive thoughts while we've been writing things down about 3 things that we're grateful for. Now, as well as raising our frequency there by 147 megahertz with our frankincense, we've also raised it through to our positive thoughts by another 10 megahertz. So what about when we're having a really bad day? And we all have them. You know, that includes myself too. Well, again, frankincense is good for the memory. It's good for cognitive issues. So on a bad day, we can get our journal out again, go through that routine. We're doing our deep breathing. We've got our frankincense on our forehead, on our temples, in our diffuser going, in our water or smoothie. And we're remembering and recalling by reading through our journal those 3 things. And it could be we're looking at, preceding weeks. That in turn will help us remember, because again, one of the things that frankincense is good for is the memory, to recall those good things. So even on a bad day, we can help to raise our frequency, enhancing our own health at the same time. So that's the benefit of using frankincense and helping ourselves in many ways that we might not have thought of.
I'm going to share a few different ways that we can use frankincense to support our pain and inflammation. Perhaps we've got joint issues as well, or perhaps we've got inflammation inside of our bodies and we're wanting to support that. So firstly, one of the ways, practical ways, is we get our bottle and a clean thumb, and we would just tip it upside down so we can gather all the oil that we need to and put it either to the roof of our mouth or underneath our tongue, like so. You can do it both ways. You can keep it to one, whichever is your choice. It's got a kind of a woody citrusy taste to it. It's not offensive at all. So I find this really, really good. Doing this each day, if we've got consistent issues, or when we've got the issue on the day, this is a really beneficial way to do it. Another way that I would use it is I would use an old bottle. So for example, my frankincense was running low. I decided to top it up with carrier oil, and then I added a little adaptation to it of a little roller ball, and this now has become a roller bottle, and it can go on the places that I need. So if you've got joint issues, you could literally roll it around there on the targeted area of concern, or perhaps you want to use the reflex points. If you've got particular issues internally, you could use that, because it's a brilliant place where it can get in through the nerves and get into the brain cells and support there. The fascinating thing as well about frankincense is that it can enhance other oils too. So using that in a blend, particularly for discomfort, is a brilliant benefit. It enhances the other oils, but it also has got the properties in its own right to support these issues. So for example, it's got sesquiterpenes in frankincense. These go through the blood-brain barrier and target the cells and the nerves and support the body exactly where we want them to go. And that's an excellent thing about frankincense. It's excellent at targeting cells. The other thing then is the monoterpenes that are in it. So one of the main monoterpenes, I'm going to see if I can pronounce it, is alpha phalandrins, perhaps, but it is the highest percentage in amongst the frankincense chemical properties. It's up to 25% of frankincense, and in that it's been found to support pain sensation blocking. So really important to do our research into this and to try it for this reason. Another thing is the anti-inflammatory response. So for alpha pinene are found to block pro-inflammatory responses to THP1 cells. So it's really good to look into all of these and to try these on these areas. Frankincense is a wonderful oil to go for.
So we're just going to take a moment just to speak about my favourite skin care oil, which is frankincense, the king of the oils. This is just such a beautiful oil. And it's not surprising, is it? Because it's been known for centuries as an oil that is rejuvenating and beautifying, soothing. I mean, over the centuries, it's been known as like a healing oil for our skin. It really is a beautiful oil. And it's a great thing to use every day. So the moment I ever get a new face cream, it's unscented, I just put one drop in the face cream and apply that twice a day. It could be that you like to use a body butter for the entire body or a body cream. So if you just put one drop of frankincense in there, that is just going to be really nourishing and calming to the skin, and hydrating as well. And I know this time of year, our skin can take a bit of a hammering, can't it? Even just going down to the shop perhaps. You know, if it's blowing a gale or raining or cold, just have something really nourishing. It's adding an added protection to our skin. And my hands are not the best, they're often dry and can feel a bit chapped, they did today. And so if you have some hand cream, you'll just pop a drop in your hand cream, and it says it's really good for nails and cuticles as well. So my cuticles are not the best, but I need to use frankincense more on them. So I did that today. Just feels really nourishing and hydrating. So it's a great oil for any age, any skin kind of type. I know myself, I've had skin cancer 6 times, and I've had about 10 surgeries in all, or 10 treatments, a handful of surgeries, and I'm just really extra cautious what I put on my skin every day. And I try to kind of like make sure what I do use is pure and natural and really hydrating and nourishing. And even though we know nothing's a miracle cure, but just using frankincense on my skin every day, I just feel it gives added confidence that I'm trying my best for my skin, trying to look after it the best I can. Certainly, you know, in the different seasons, it does take hammering. So this is a beautiful oil, a versatile oil, as we're going to see with the other people, and one that we're not going to regret having in our house.